I am Raju Devnath, a subject teacher of Pranavananda Vidya Mandir, Kanchanpalli, UNGC Agartala. Today, I discuss about Class 12 History, Theme 1, Bricks, Beads and Bones, the Harappan Civilization. Bricks, beads and bones are the archaeological evidence, and from this evidence, archaeologists try to interpret the history of Harappan civilization or Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley or Harappan civilization was a Bronze Age civilization. The period of the Bronze Age is 3300 to 1300. It was flourished in the northwestern regions of South Asia, countries like India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. The Indus Valley civilization is also named the Harappan civilization after Harappa because archaeologists first discover the site Harappa. Therefore, it is known as Harappan civilization. Harappa was the first site and it was excavated in the 1921. Harappan civilization flourished in the banks of the river Indus and its tributaries, and we also call it the basin of the Indus River. So, Harappan civilization is also known as Indus Valley civilization because it flourished in the basin of the Indus River. Harappan civilization witnessed the first urban civilization or urbanization in India. The source of the Harappan civilization. Archaeological evidence is the main important source about Harappan civilization. Remains like houses, pots, ornaments, tools, and seals. The Harappan seal. The Harappan seal is the most distinctive artifact of the Harappan civilization. This seal made of a stone called statite. Seals often contain animal motifs and sign of script which is still undeciphered. Harappan period. Early Harappan culture before 2600 BC. Mature Harappan culture from 2600 BC to 1900 BC. Late Harappan culture after 1900 BC. The term culture. Archaeologists use the term culture for a group of objects distinctive in style that are usually found together within a specific geographical area and period of time. In the case of Harappan culture, these distinctive Objects include seals, beads, weights, stone blades, and even baked bricks. These objects are found from areas of Afghanistan, Jammu and Kashmir, Balochistan, present day Pakistan, and Gujarat, and many other Indian subcontinent areas like Haryana, like in UP, and many other places of Indian subcontinent. The early Harappan cultures feature originated in the period before 2600 BC. The early Harappan culture originated in the period before 2600 BC, that means before the mature Harappan culture. Distinctive pottery was there, agriculture was there, pastoralism, some crafts, small settlements, no large building, and no cities in early Harappan culture. So these are some features of early Harappan culture. The features of mature Harappan culture. The period of the mature Harappan culture between 2600 BC to 1900 BC. Urban culture and city life. So mature Harappan culture is urban culture or city life. Large cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro and many other was there like Lothal, Dholavira, Kalibangan. Life as civilized belongs to Chalcolithic period. Mature Harappan culture belong to Chalcolithic period. They know about copper, bronze, gold, and silver metal. Administration was there, town planning was there, citadel was there, ore house, great bath, drainage system, art and crafts, seals, script, trade. These are some important features of mature Harappan culture. Harappan sites and importance. Some important Harappan sites like Harappa. It was important as a citadel and some granary was found in Harappa. Mohenjo-daro, which is the largest city of Harappan civilization. Mohenjo-daro has ore house, great bath, priest king, dancing girl are also found from Mohenjo-daro. Kolistan, Banauli. It was famous for terracotta models of flower. Archaeologists found terracotta model of flower from Kolistan and Banauli. Kalibangan, important for a flower fields and fire alerts found by archaeologists at Kalibangan. Shortugai, archaeologists found the traces of canals. Dholavira, archaeologists found water reservoirs at Dholavira. Chanhu-Daro, archaeologists found some evidence of craft production at Chanhu-Daro. Nageshwar, it was famous for shell making. Balakot, also famous for shell making. Lothal, it was only one dockyard of that civilization. Then subsistence strategies. Agriculture. Harappan's people produce various types of food grains like wheat, barley, lentil, chickpea, sesame, millet, which was found in Gujarat, rice, which was rare. Domestication of animals. Harappan's people domesticated cattle, sheep, goat, pig, and buffalo. Hunting or wild species or wild animals are bear, deer, gharial. Fishing and fowl was also used for subsistence strategies. Food habits of Harappan people. They ate plant and animal products, including fish. Archaeologists found evidence of from charret grains and seeds. Bones of wild species also found. Bones of fish and fuel are also found. So, from this evidence, archaeologists know about the food habits of Harappan people. Archaeological technologies of agricultural technologies of Harappa. Oxen were used for ploughing. Oxen were used for ploughing. Interpretation on seal and terracotta sculptures. So, interpretation of oxen found by archaeologists on seal and terracotta sculptures. Terracotta model of plough have been found at sites in Kolistan and at Banauli, which was in Haryana. Evidence of a plough field found at Kalibangan. Plough field at Kalibangan had two sets of furrows, which is suggested that two different types of crops are produced. Traces of canals have been found at Shortogai in Afghanistan, and water reservoirs also found in Dholavira in Gujarat. Mohenjo-daro, a planned urban center. That every urban center divided into two parts. One is the citadel, another is lower town. Citadel. A citadel or a upper town is the core fortified area of a town or city. It was built on the raised platform. It was situated in the main part of the city, consisted of large structures which functioned as administrative building. Massive building, for example, warehouse, grad bath, and granaries are found at Citadel. It was small in size as compared to the lower town. Citadel was walled in most of the cities. At sites such as Dholavira and Lothal, the entire settlement was fortified. Lower town. Lower town, which was located on the lower part of the town. It's situated in the eastern part of the city. This part of the town was much larger than the citadel. This part of the town had the residential housing. main activities of the people, for example, trade, craft making, etc., were done here. Lower city also walled. Now, Ore House, the great granary of Harappan civilization, found in Mohenjo-Daro, a massive structure found in the citadel of Mohenjo-Daro. Lower part of its made by brick remain, and upper portions of the granary or ore house made of wood decade long ago. It was used to preserve grains. Next, Great Bath. It was also found at Mohenjo-Daro in Citadel. So the Great Bath is the earliest public water tank in the ancient world. It is found in Mohenjo-Daro. It was a large rectangular tank in a courtyard. It was surrounded by a corridor on all four sides. Two flights of steps was there. One is in north, another is in south. Maybe it was used to come water or to go water in the tank. Tank was made watertight by setting bricks on edge and using a mortar of gypsum. There are rooms on three sides. Large well in one room in the Great Bath area. Water from the tank flowed into a huge drain which also connected with the street drain. Across a lane to the north lay a smaller building with 8 bathrooms in the Great Bath. Drains from each bathroom connecting to a drain that ran along the corridor. Scholars suggest that this Great Bath was meant for some kind of special ritual bath. Now, drainage system of Harappan civilization. Harappan cities had the well-planned drainage system. Roads and streets are laid out along an approximate grid pattern intersecting at right angles. Streets with drains are laid out first, then houses built along them. The drains were made of mortar, lime, and gypsum. Ernest Mackay noted that the drainage system is the most complete ancient system as yet discovered. So, Ernest Mackay noted that the drainage system of Harappan civilization is the most complete ancient system as yet discovered. Every house was connected to the street drains. The mains canals were made of bricks set in mortar. Canals were covered with loose bricks that could be removed for cleaning. In some cases, limestone was used for the covers. House drains first emptied into sump or chesspit into which solid matter settled. Drainage channels had sumps for cleaning. At Lothal, while houses were built of mud bricks, drains were made of burned brick. Now, the domestic architecture of the and residential building in Mohenjo-daro. The house of Mohenjo-daro had a courtyard with rooms on all sides. Cooking and weaving was done in the courtyard. That means courtyard is the center of cooking and weaving for dry and hot weather season. No windows, no windows in the walls along the ground level. It was for privacy concerned. The main entrance does not give a direct view of the interior or the courtyard. It was also for the privacy concerned. Every house had its own bathroom paved with bricks. Bathrooms connected with drains and through the wall it to the street drains. Some houses have remains of staircases to reach a second stories or the roof. Many houses had wells, often in a room. Wells could be used by passers because that wells has the way to use from the outside the building. The total number of estimated wells in Mohenjo-daro was about 700. How archaeologists track social differences. Archaeologists track social differences by studying burials, by studying artifacts of the Harappan peoples. We know artifacts are two types. One is utilitarian, another is luxurious. And they also study the types of house to track the social differences. So first, burials. The dead were generally laid in the pits. Differences in the burials show social differences. Some graves contain pottery and ornaments. Jewelry has been found in burials of both man and woman. An ornament of three shell rings, a jasper bead, and hundreds of microbeads was found near the skull of a male in Harappa. In some instances, the dead are buried with copper mirrors, artifacts, which was also studied by archaeologists to track the social differences. Artifacts are broadly categorized or classified as utilitarian and luxurious. So the utilitarian include objects of daily use made easily out of ordinary materials such as stone and clay, like quants, pottery, needles, flesh rivets, etc. are used. That means these are the materials, artifacts of utilitarian. Luxurious, rare objects. So luxurious artifacts are made of rare objects, made from costly non-local materials or with complicated technologies. Little pots of faience, a material made of ground sand or silica mixed with color and a gum and then fired, and they are difficult to make, and gold. So faience and gold are example of luxurious artifacts. Valuable materials connected in large settlements like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Hoards. Hoards are objects kept carefully by people, often inside containing as pots. Such hoards can be of jewelry or metal objects saved for reuse by metal workers. If for some reasons or original owners do not retrieve them, they remain where they are left till some archaeologist find them. All the gold jewelry found at Harappan sites was recovered from hoards. Craft production. Chanhudaru almost exclusively devoted to craft production. Craft production includes bead making, shell cutting, metal working, shield making, and weight making. Material used to make beads. Stones like carnelian of a beautiful red color, jasper, crystal, quartz, and statite were used to make beads. Metals like copper, bronze, and gold, shale, faience, and terracotta or burnt clay are also used. Some beads are made of two or more stones cemented together. The shapes of beads: disc shaped, cylindrical, spherical, barrel shaped, and segmented. Some are decorated by incising or painting. Some had designs etched onto them. Techniques for making beads. Some beads are molded out of a paste made with statite powder. The red color of carnelian was obtained by firing the yellowish raw material and beads at various stages of production. Noodles are chipped into rough shapes and then finally flaked into the final form. Grinding, polishing, and drilling completed the process of bead making. Specialized drills found at Chanhudaru, Lothal, and at Dholavira, Nageshwar, and Balakut are specialized centers for making shell objects, including bangles. How to identify centers of craft production? Presence of raw material such as stone modules, whole shells, copper ore, and tools. Presence of unfinished objects and presence of reject and waste materials. From this evidence, Archaeologists identify the center of craft production. Then strategies for procuring materials. By establishing settlements where raw materials available like Nagashar and Balakut for shield making, raw materials available at Nageshwar and Balakut. By sending expeditions to areas such as the Khetri region of Rajasthan for copper and South India for gold. So these areas are famous for Khetri. It was famous for copper. That means Harappan's people collect copper from Khetri. They collect gold from South India. By establishing trade relations with other civilizations like Mesopotamia. Materials and locations. The materials and from where Harappan's peoples collect that materials. Shell objects which was collected from Nageshwar and Balakut. Lapis lazuli which was collected from Shartugai and Afghanistan. Carnelian, it was from Lothal, procured from Bharuch, Gujarat. Statite, also from Lothal, procured from South Rajasthan and North Gujarat. Copper from Khetri region of Rajasthan, gold from South India. So these are the materials which are used by Harappan peoples and from where they collect. Transport, which was used by Harappan's people. So they used bullock carts, and archaeologists found the evidence of terracotta models of bullock carts. Ships and boats, it was depictions of boats and ships on seals. So ships and boats were used, and archaeologists found the depiction of boats and ships on Harappan seals. River and coastal routes were also used by the Harappan people as a communications or as a transport. Names of places in Mesopotamian texts. The places in Mesopotamian texts. Harappa, it was known as Meluha in Mesopotamian texts. Oman, which was known as Megan in Mesopotamian text. Bahrain, which was known as Dilmun in Mesopotamian text. Contact with distant lands. Harappans had trade relations with Mesopotamia, Oman, Bahrain. The evidence include Harappan seals, weight, dice and beads, depictions of ships and boats on seals. Copper was also probably brought from Oman, a distinctive type of vessel, a large Harappan jar coated with a thick layer of black clay, has been found at Omani sites. Harappan exchanged the contents of these vessels for Omani copper. Mesopotamian text datable to the 3rd millennium BC refer to copper coming from a region called Magan. The round Persian Gulf seal found in Bahrain, round Persian Gulf seal are found in Bahrain, sometimes carries Harappan motifs. Mesopotamian texts mention the products from Meluha, carnelian, lapis lazuli, copper, gold, and varieties of wood. So Mesopotamian text mention that these materials, that means products of carnelian, lapis lazuli, copper, gold, and varieties of oats. It was collected from Meluha. Contact with Oman, Bahrain, and Mesopotamia was by sea. So Harappan peoples has a contact with Oman, Bahrain, and or Mesopotamia by sea. Seal and sailing. We know seals is the most distinctive artifacts of the Harappan peoples. Seals and sealings were used to facilitate long distance communication. Mouth of bag was tied on the knot was affixed some well clay on which one or more seal were pressed. So in the mouth of the bags one or more seal were pressed. The sealing also conveyed the identity of the sender. Features of Harappan script. Harappan script has not depicted yet. We also see in our book, NCERT book, in the first page there is a Harappan script in the seals. Scripts are depicted on seals, copper tolls, rims of jars, copper and terracotta tablets, jewelry, bone, roads, and an ancient signboard. So, scripts are depicted on copper tools, seals, rims of jars, copper and terracotta tablets, jewelry, bone, roads, and an ancient signboard. Animal motifs are used in the object for these who could not read. Script contains signs between 375 and 400. The longest script containing about 26 signs. Harappan script was pictographic, not alphabetic. Written from right to left. We know we that means we write from left to right, but Harappan's people write from right to left. Weights were used to exchanges are regulated by system of weight. So exchanges in Harappan civilization were regulated by system of weights. Weights are made of a stone called chart. Shape generally cubical with no marking. The lower denominations of weight were binary 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, etc. up to 12,800. And the higher denominations followed the decimal system. Ancient authority of Harappan civilization. Some scholars think that there was a single ruler in Harappan civilization. And some scholars also felt there was no ruler but several rulers. There was no rulers but several rulers. It's thinking of some scholars. Some archaeologists are of the opinion that Harappan society had no rulers. Some archaeologists also think that Harappans had not rulers. Why there was an authority or administration? Indirect evidence of administration in Harappan civilization. The similarity in artifacts. So we know about the indirect evidence of Harappan civilization from the similarity in artifacts. That means archaeologists said through the similarities of artifacts, they say that indirect evidence was there for administration. Labor was mobilized from making bricks and for construction of massive walls and platforms. The evidence for planned settlements, the standardized ratio of brick size, the establishment of settlements near source of raw material, a large building found at Mohenjo-daro was labeled as a place by archaeologists. A stone statue from Mohenjo-daro was labeled as the priest king. So this is the evidence of administration. Then the evidence of the end of the Harappan civilization. By Sisra 1800 BC, most of the mature Harappan sites were abandoned. Expansion of population into new settlements in Gujarat, Haryana, and western Uttar Pradesh. Few Harappan sites after 1900 BC shows the disappearance of the distinctive artifacts of the civilization like weights, seals, and special beads disappearance after 1900 BC. Riding, long distance trade, and craft specialization also disappeared. So, long distance trade and craft specialization also disappeared. House construction technique deteriorated and large public structure were no longer produced. Overall, artifacts and settlements indicate a rural way of life in what are called late Harappa. So in late Harappa, there is a rural way of life. So these are some evidence. On the base of this evidence, archaeologists and scholars said that this civilization were disappeared. Mature Harappan civilization were disappeared after 1900 BC. Possible cause for the end of the Harappan civilization. Number one cause, climate change. Due to deforestation, due to cutting the trees to bind the bricks, there is a deforestation, and the deforestation are responsible for change of the climate. So climatic changes, deforestation, excessive floods, we know drainage system was there, so there is a possibility of floods. Earthquakes, archaeologists get some evidence of earthquakes from Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Epidemics, the shifting of rivers, the drying up of rivers, and invasion of Aryans. These are some basic cause or important cause for the decline or downfall of the Harappan civilization. Aryan invasion theory. R.E.M. Wheeler, the Director General of Archaeological Survey of India, believed that Harappans were destroyed by Aryan invasion. There was a evidence of massacre at Dead Man Lane in Mohenjo-daro. Indra, the Aryan war god, is called Purandam. Purandam. The Purandama means the fort destroyer in Rig Veda. In the 1960s, the evidence of a massacre in Mohenjo-daro was questioned by an archaeologist named George Dulles, discovering the Harappan civilization. The first sites of the Harappan civilization, that is Harappa, was discovered by Dayaram Sahani in 1921. In another important city of Harappan civilization, Mohenjo-daro was discovered by Rakhal Das Banerjee in 1922. Alexander Cunningham. Alexander Cunningham, who was the first Director General of India, of the Archaeological Survey of India, and he was also the father of Indian archaeology. Cunningham main study was in the archaeology of the early historic age between 6th century BC to 4th century CE. Cunningham Confusion. Harappan artifacts were found, but Cunningham did not realize how old these were. A Harappan seal was given to Cunningham by an Englishman, but the unsuccessfully tried to place it within the time frame with which he was familiar. So it's a defect, it's the confusion of Cunningham. He thought that Indian history began with the first cities in the Ganga Valley. John Marshall, another important Director General of Archaeological Survey of India. John Marshall was the Director General of Archaeological Survey of India, marked as a major in the Indian archaeology. He was the first professional archaeologist to work in India, in the Archaeological Survey of India. In 1924, John Marshall announced the discovery of a new civilization in the Indus Valley to the world. S.N. Roy noted in the story of Indian archaeology, Marshall, that means John Marshall, left India 3000 years older than he had found here. So S.N. Roy noted that line, that John Marshall left India 3000 years older than he had found here. He had experience of working in Greece. John Marshall had experience of working in Greece and Crete to the field. He was keen to look for patterns of everyday life. Marshall tended to excavate along regular horizontal units. He ignored the stratigraphy of the site. All the artifacts recovered from the some unit were grouped together. As a result, valuable information irritably lost. R.E.M. Wheeler. R.E.M. Wheeler. R.E.M. Wheeler, that means the R.E. Mortimer Wheeler, became Director General of ASI, that means Archaeological Survey of India, in 1944. Wheeler recognized importance of the stratigraphy of the mound rather than dig mechanically along uniform horizontal lines. He brought with him a military precision to the practice of archaeology. New techniques in Harappan archaeology. There has been growing internation interest in Harappan archaeology since 1980s. So there is a growing international interest in Harappan archaeology since 1980s. They are using modern scientific techniques including surface exploration to recover traces of clay, stone. So they use surface exploration to recover the traces of clay, stone, metals, and plant and animals remains, as well as to minutely analyze every scrap of available evidence. So they analyze every scrap of available evidence. Problems of piecing together the past. Harappan script does not help in understanding the Harappan civilization or ancient civilization. Organic materials such as cloths, leather, wood, rats, and jets generally decomposed, especially in tropical region. So, organic materials which are found in that areas, the areas of Harappan civilization were decomposed. Only broken and useless objects would have been thrown away. Only broken and useless objects were thrown away by the Harappan peoples. So, to interpret the history of Harappan civilization, archaeologists face many problems because the Harappan script did not help us to understand the Harappan civilization, and the materials, organic materials which was used by Harappan peoples, it were decomposed, and only broken and useless objects which was thrown away by the Harappan peoples helps to interpret the history or interpret the past history. Classifying finds. The first classification is in terms of materials such as stone, clay, metal, bone, ivory, etc. So these are some important materials which is found which was found in Harappan area of Harappan civilization. The second is in term of function. Archaeologists have to decide whether an artifact is a tools or ornaments, or both, or sometime something meant for ritual use. So archaeologists at that time have to decide whether these artifacts is a tools or an ornaments, or both, or something meant for ritual use. Archaeologists also try to identify the function of an artifact by investigating the context in which it was found. Was it found in a house, in a drain, in a grave, or in a kiln? Archaeologists have to take recourse to indirect evidence. For instance, though there are traces of cotton at some Harappan sites. To find out about clothing, we have to depend on indirect evidence, including depictions in sculpture. Problems of interpretations, proto Shiva or Yogi or Shaman. The Rig Veda, which was written period between 1500 to 1000 BC, Rigveda mentions a god name, Rudra, which is a name used for Shiva in later Puranic traditions. Shiva depicted as Pashupati in Harappan civilization, but Rudra in Rigveda neither depict as Pashupati, lord of animals in general and cattle in particular, the means of Pashupati, nor as a yogi. So, Rudra is not depicted in Rigveda as a Pashupati nor as a yogi. Is this then possibly a shaman, as some scholars have suggested? Are conical stone objects lingas or gamesmen? Harappan religion. Harappan religion. Mother goddess. Mother goddesses are found in the terracotta figures of women, heavily jeweled, some with elaborate headdress. So, mother goddesses are found in the terracotta figures of women. Priest king, stone statuary of man in an almost standardized posture, seated with one hand on the knee. Priest king are also found. The great bath, which was used as a ritual purpose. The fire altars found at Kalibangan and Lothal. It was also indicate the Harappan religion. Ritual scenes in the seals. Ritual scenes which was depicted in the seals, Harappan seals. Unicorn, the one-horned animals depicted on seals. Plant motif on seals indicate natural worship. Proto-Shiva or Pashupati, a figure shown in seal, seated cross-legged in a yogic posture, surrounded by animals, that is Pashupati or Proto-Shiva, which was found from Mohenjo-daro. Lingas, that is conical stone objects, shows that lingas was there. So, it's the religion of Harappan civilization. So, Harappan's peoples specially worship the mother goddesses. They also worship nature, Pashupati Shiva and lingas. All this information based on the archaeological evidence. So, lastly, we can say there's the archaeological evidence. On the base of archaeological evidence, Harappan's peoples are on the base of archaeological evidence, we know about the Harappan's peoples and Harappan civilization. And to know about Harappan civilization, archaeologists help us, because archaeologists are the persons who interpret the Harappan civilization on the base of archaeological evidence. We know there is written documents, but that written script did not deciphered till today. Okay? Goodbye. We will meet in the next class.